Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here to do a reading for you. It is for the collective, which means that you're going to have your intuitive hat on. I'm going to call out the signs and symbols as you need them in order to be able to know if this is your reading. This is not an individually stamped reading because it is not for individuals. It is for everybody, no matter what your sign is, right? All right. So we're going to start with some oracles, as we do. Let's find out what's going on in the collective, please. If you are interested in a private read, please look below in the description. You'll find everything you need to get yourself over to Wizio to book an appointment. I have a 10-day turnaround time. All right, here we go. And please, please don't book if you just don't want to hear the truth. It just doesn't work out for any of us that way. If you're not ready for the truth, then you don't need me as your reader. You need somebody else. All right, here we go, collective. Here we go. All right, we've got pleasure, release, delight, and freedom. Okay, alrighty then. We've got happiness in the distance. I like it. There's happiness here. It's lovely. Yeah, releasing. I think that you are releasing. Some of you are in the part of the world where you're going to be going into fall soon, and I think that you are spending your last moments maybe out in nature. I feel like you're finding your pleasure in grounding yourself, taking your shoes off, walking in the sand, walking in the grass. I feel like you are someone who seeks pleasure with nature, and I feel that with fall coming around, it feels like things are changing. It feels like you also release a lot of things when you're in nature. It's like you're able to release thoughts, release energies. You feel better or recharge, like you feel like you can release things and that it's a natural place to do it. Delighting in freedom. I want to say that this release, this pleasurable release here, is what is bringing this in. I feel like you find freedom. I feel like you're so light you can fly. We've got a bunch of birds. And I feel like you're so light that you feel so light that you can fly. There is delight in the freedom. Yeah, for sure. When you release stuff, absolutely. I want to say that this release is bringing about a change of mind or a change of direction for you, because we have freedom, and all the other birds, we see their backs, and we see this one is the only one who's turned away. So I want to say that you are someone who I feel has decided to release heavy things by going into nature. I feel like you've had a change of mind or a change of something that's gone on in your pentacle world, because it feels like it's all of these are about nature, right? It feels very grounded to me. I want to say that the freedom that is here, this delightful freedom that you have from turning away from the pack. It might be some people or family members or a job that just wasn't working for you, but you have released something in order to create some delight. And there is some delight here. Let's look at what we'll use for tarot. All right. Let's take a look here. Tell me more, please, for the collective. What is pleasure? What are we talking about here? Looks like you're getting some recharging time is what it looks like. Yeah, some balance, I feel like you release some things to the universe, to nature, when you are in nature. We could be talking about someone who's Libra, but I think we are talking about Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We've got Sagittarius energy here. The release gives you balance. I love it. Look at this. Balance is here, healing. The release gives you healing. Whatever it is that you're releasing here, delighting in the fact that you are the magician. I think you figured it out. Yeah. The high priestess is here. You're walking away quietly. You're walking away from the pack quietly. You don't want the kerfuffle. No. So the pleasure and the balance here, I feel that it really is nature that brings you closer to yourself. The closest you will ever be to being in balance with all things. Your justice, I feel, is going into the wild. Yeah, it's where you get your balance back. You could have some earth in your chart, don't have to. The release here, though, is really beautiful because temperance is about healing. It's about, waiting for the moment of alchemy, the right time to release. And I think that you were listening to the universe. That it's the right time. It's the perfect time for you to release and get your balance. And look, the magician follows. Look, so much major arcana. Like, it's so many changes, beautiful changes that you are the one that is initiating, by the way. It's all coming up to a new beginning. Yeah, some sort of new beginning with possibly someone who is a King of Swords. There is some energy that is moving forward here. It seems like this is supposed to be some sort of a divine or fated meeting that possibly someone is going to ask you out. They could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Please don't get hung up on the sign. But this person could be someone who's quite cerebral and good with their words. This someone could be the Emperor, for sure. The Emperor, I think, wants to know if you want to go on some sort of an adventure. The Emperor is Aries. King of Swords is Aquarius, but also Libra and Gemini in this general reading. The Wheel is all about fated and destined change, and it is hard. It's hard to move forward. It's hard to have so many changes happening, but I feel like you are going to have some big changes happening. The Wheel is the energy of Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, or Leo. It's all the fixed signs, the ones that are really hard to move forward here. I feel like it's destiny coming in the future very soon. You're about to go on an adventure. There's some clarity for you to be gained here in a conversation that you're going to have with somebody else. Maybe it's an Emperor. Tell me about this justice, pleasure. So we got Piscean energy here and Aries as well. Ooh. Okay. Somebody, I feel, went out to nature to make a decision about something. Somebody wants justice and love. Yeah, it's time. It feels like you want to make an investment somewhere. It's time to get some balance in your life, maybe some financial balance, or time to invest in creating some healthy balance, healthy finances. For some of you, that is coming up for you. There will be some health in your finances, but it feels like it comes after releasing something that was really very heavy, something that you may have been holding on to. The Five of Wands is kind of beating yourself up about it, or feeling like you're not enough, like there's too much competition and it's never going to work for you. I feel like all of this beautiful stuff is being healed. I feel like when you release, you invest in yourself, and that's the beauty of it. We've got the balance and the healing here. So I feel like there's indecision about whether to release, indecision about, do I make this investment? And I think that you will. We'll come back and clarify that just a little bit. I feel that you have been waiting for happiness to find you, and you've been manifesting it, and you're waiting for the ships to come in. What I want to say is that delight is right here, and I feel like you're not very far off from whatever it is that you're asking for. I want to say that you have found some freedom, and the freedom that I think you have found is that you have stopped talking when people are not listening. Yeah. I feel like you've closed some chapters here, that you've made some serious changes. It feels like intuitively you know something is coming, and also I feel because of that that you are closing an old chapter. Something is coming here. Freedom. It feels like you know that it's coming. Freedom. It feels like freedom from an old cycle or an old chapter. Closing the door. I knew intuitively I was going to close the door, and when it does, you get the freedom. I feel like whatever you're manifesting is coming in. I think so. I think you're in doubt about it, but I think it's here. Like, I think you're going to hear about this or feel this or know about this very soon. Tell me what the challenge of this reading is, please. What's the challenge going forward? Challenge going forward is to transform or to end something so you can begin another thing. I think what you're supposed to be ending is the Five of Wands. Feeling in lack, beating yourself up, feeling like it's never going to get here. I might as well just stop manifesting the thing that I want. And I think that delight is here. I'm going to be honest. Let's talk about what you're going to release, because I feel like there is a release because of some healing here. Tell me about this release. Wow. For some of you, you released a relationship and you're moving forward. For others of you, it feels like there is a relationship coming up, and I want to say that it comes through somebody wanting to communicate with you, but communicates with you through someone else. It feels like it's not directly to you. They don't directly text you. They don't directly contact you, but they might send a message through someone that you know. The Wheel of Fortune is bringing changes. Changes in your household. The Four of Wands, changes in how you live. I think that there's going to be huge changes in how you live very soon. The Knight of Swords is like, yeah, it feels like somebody needs to tell you something. Once you do release, what are we releasing? Releasing wanting to be single. It feels like what's coming is a relationship for some of you. I just asked, what are we releasing? And what we're releasing is the Nine of Pentacles. And it feels like you're now willing to maybe invest somewhere in a healing relationship. Yeah, because you've been hurt before. And it's something that you've learned while you were in the hermit mode, I feel. That I think that you're ready now to show your heart or to give somebody your heart. We have the Page of Cups here. I think that you're ready to sort of squeak out the door just a little bit and let them see your face. That's what it feels like. You're scared to get hurt, but I want to say that you've done your job for healing and the universe has your backs. We've got Temperance under here, right? There is some really big change. You're going to end something. I think it has to do something with you being single, because there's an investment here. And I feel like the change is you no longer are feeling in lack. You now realize you are the magician with all the aces in your hands. And whatever you manifest will transpire here. I think it's coming. I think your gut is telling you that. I think it's going to, this manifestation that's coming in for you is going to cause you to see life in a different way. In fact, I think it's going to move you along. Like, it feels like it's, the Wheel of Fortune is here. And it's like boom, boom, boom. It feels change, change, change. Like all of a sudden we are speaking to each other. All of a sudden the Four of Swords comes up. Now we're talking to each other, and now we don't want to be single anymore. It's like it happens super quick. Tell me about the ships that are coming in, please, for the collective. feel like the ships that are coming in here, I feel like what's arriving is, I want to say with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, that you've been taking care of yourself, that you really haven't been sharing yourself with other people, and you've been standing your ground on that. The Seven of Wands tells me that you're not interested in jumping to conclusions with people. You're not interested in jumping to your defense. It feels like you've gone inwardly here. And the ships that are coming in, I feel, is that you've been quiet in your own lane by yourself, doing your thing, not really sharing anything. But I want to say that the freedom is coming from that. That's what's coming in. The ships coming in are the freedom. You're about to be pulled out of this energy of holding your ground and not talking to anybody and going inward. I think that's the chapter that's about to end here. Tell me about the world. Wow. I'm going to say, don't fear the Tower, because the Tower's bringing change. The Tower's bringing you what you want. Don't fear it. There's going to be a lot of change, and doors are closing. I feel like you know all this intuitively already, that this is about to happen. We have Scorpio energy here in the Tower, and I feel like the Tower busts through all of this doubt and fear. The Tower falls, so we can see that there's victory on the other side. Because I think when you get up too close to the Tower, all you see is stone and brick. And when the Tower falls, you can now see the whole way through. And I think in the distance you see the Chariot, you see victory in the distance here. And I think the victory comes once some sort of chapter is closed between you and somebody else. And I think there's going to be a conversation here. Yep. After somebody's come to a realization, they've been sitting in the Eight of Swords way too long, they need justice in a conversation. That's coming for you. All right. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you. Got the star on the bottom of the deck, by the way. Oh, look at this. Somebody's coming in to talk about their feelers. That's what it looks like. The star is here. Someone sees you as everything. They want to come in and heal. This person's really attracted to you, and I think that right now you are probably their friend. I don't think that this is someone that you have dated before. All right. Good thing we looked there. I'm going to go for now. I love you guys. I'm out. Bye-bye.